वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ज्ञानविनायकने ज्ञानविनायकने शरणं ज्ञानविनायकने शरणं நல்லவனே மற்றெல்லாம் வல்லவனே வருக ஸ்ரீ ஞான விநாயகனே சரணம் நல்லவனே மற்றெல்லாம் வல்லவனே வருக ஸ்ரீ ஞான விநாயகனே வானமளாவிய ஓர் விசித்திரம் கண்டேன் வானமளாவிய ஓர் விசித்திரம் கண்டேன் மன்னவனே பரமானந்தம் கொண்டேன் மன்னவனே பரமானந்தம் கொண்டேன் ஞான விநாயகனே சரணம் நல்லவனே மற்றெல்லாம் வல்லவனே வருக ஸ்ரீ ஞான விநாயகனே ஓமெனும் பிரணவ உண்மையுட்பொருளே ஓமெனும் பிரணவ உண்மையுட்பொருளே ஓதும் கம்பீர நாட்டை காட்டும் நற்றருளே ஓதும் கம்பீர நாட்டை காட்டும் நற்றருளே சாமி சரவண தமிழ் தனக்கருளே சாமி சரவண தமிழ் தனக்கருளே திரு சமரசம் எனும் அழகு தங்கும் ஜகமதிலெங்கும் புகழது பொங்கும் பரமஞான விநாயகனே திரு சமரசம் எனும் அழகு தங்கும் ஜகமதிலெங்கும் புகழது பொங்கும் பரமஞான விநாயகனே சரணம் நல்லவனே மற்றெல்லாம் வல்லவனே வருக ஸ்ரீ ஞான விநாயகனே ஞான விநாயகனே ஞான விநாயகனே
Suprabhatam. A very good morning to all the Rasikas present here today. Having invoked the blessings of Sri Ganesha on this auspicious occasion, today we will witness a very unique recital where two generations will come together. A mother and her two daughters will come together, blurring the lines of this relationship into becoming students of Bharatanatyam and very often teachers to one another in this dance journey. It is said that children follow the footsteps of their parents. Today we will see how HEMA, as a mother, followed quite literally the little steps of her young dancer daughters as their feet tapped in the dance class. The mother's heartbeat tapped to those rhythms, bringing back a deep, cherished childhood desire to learn Bharatanatyam. And lo behold, HEMA soon joined in the class with Vrisha and Vrinda as her pillars of support, and of course under the able guidance of her ever-loving and supremely talented gurus, Srimati Janita Kalishwaran Pillai and Sri Kalishwaran Pillai. And today, they are here before you, offering the fruition of their years of training and love for this art form at the feet of their gurus, their parents, the gods, and as a feast for you, dear Rasikas. So with immense pride and pleasure, I, Reshma Shetty, on behalf of Natanakalaa Academy, present the Arangetram of HEMA Ramesh, Vrinda Ramesh, and Vrisha Ramesh. Yes, they do deserve that. An Arangetram literally means ascending the stage for the first time. Traditionally, a dancer, after completing her first Margam, or the Bharatanatyam repertoire, performs the Arangetram in front of an audience. The repertoire consists of many pieces of composition, right from the Alaripu to the Varnam to the Tilana. The Arangetram is a test of agility, memory, and dedication towards the art of Bharatanatyam. It is an important milestone in the Bharatanatyam tradition. It is a culmination, like I said, of many years of committed training and hard work, both by the Guru and the Shishyas. And yet, it is just the beginning of a lifetime of learning and growing in this enriching art form. We dedicate today's Arangetram to our Gurus, Kalaimamani Guru Shri T.S. Kadirvelu Pillai, Padma Bhushan Dr. Srimati Kanakrele, SNA Awardee Guru Shri Deepak Mazumdarji, and Guru Shri Vaibhav Arekarji. We commence this morning's recital with the Mela Prapti, followed by the Pushpanjali. Traditionally, the Mela Prapti was a part of Purvanga, or the stage preparations, where instruments were played to indicate that the performance is about to begin. This is then followed by the Pushpanjali. Author Nandikeshwara, in his Abhinay Darpana, which is a very important text for Bharatanatyam dancers, states that the dancing girl should offer flowers in a worshipping manner in order to protect the beings, eradicate the evils, for the initiation of the audience and well-being of artists, for self-protection, and for effective culmination of teaching. During the offering, HEMA, Vrinda, and Vrisha will seek blessings from the Almighty, her gurus, the Vadya Vrinda, Mother Earth, and you, dear Rasikas. The Pushpanjali will be followed by a Kriti in praise of Lord Ganesha, set in Chakravaka Bragam and Aditala. Please sit back and enjoy, and welcome them with a huge round of applause. Thank you.
Jam, 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 kitataka jam, 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 kitataka jam, 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 kitataka takitadi kitataki kitataka dimi jam, 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 kitataka jam, 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 kitataka jam, 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 kitataka takitadi kitataki kitataka dimi jam, 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 kitataka jam, 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 kitataka jam, 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 kitataka takitadi kitataki kitataka jam, 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 kitataka jam, 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 kitataka jam, 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 kitataka takitadi kitataki kitataka dimi jam. युतं गणेश्वरं गजाननयुतं गणेश्वरं गजाननयुतं गणेश्वरं श्रीगजाननयुतं गणेश्वरं भजामि सततं सूरेश्वरं श्रीगजाननयुतं गणेश्वरं भजामि सततं सूरेश्वरं श्रीगजाननयुतं गणेश्वरं भजामि सततं सूरेश्वरं श्रीगजाननयुतं अजेन्द्र पूजित विघ्नेश्वरम् अजेन्द्र पूजित विघ्नेश्वरं गणादि सन्नुत पदपद्मकरं गणादि सन्नुत पदपद्मकरं कुञ्जरभञ्जन चतुरकरकरं गुरुगुहाग्रजं प्रणवाकारं गजाननयुतं गणेश्वरं श्रीगजाननयुतं गणेश्वरं श्रीगजाननयुतं गणेश्वरं श्रीगजाननयुतं गणेश्वरं भजामि सततं सूरेश्वरं श्रीगजाननयुतं गणेश्वरं भजामि सततं सूरेश्वरं श्रीगजाननयुतं गणेश्वरं भजामि सततं सूरेश्वरं श्रीगजाननयुतं गणेश्वरं गणेश्वरं
Thank you. I can see you are a wonderful audience and so appreciating. Bharatanatyam is an art form which purifies the mind, speech, and body and elevates the performer to a realization of the Supreme through the perfect blending of music, rhythm, and emotion. It is a seamless blend of nritta, or pure dance, and nritya, which is dance with abhinaya. Nritya is abstract dance movements set to the rhythm that does not express any theme or emotion. It is also known as pure dance. Alaripu is one of the vital invocatory nritta items. Alaru is a Dravidian word, and in most Dravidian languages, the verbal form means to blossom. Alaripu literally means flowering, or opening of the body and limbs to get prepared to execute more difficult pieces to be taken up subsequently. It is like a warm-up to every little part of the body, the eyes, the neck, the elbows, as you see the performance. Hence, it is a short piece with simple poses and movements in an equally simple tune and rhythm. Nothing is simple as far as Kadirvelu sir is concerned actually. It is to be performed in 3 speeds, which is Vilambita, Madhyama and Dhruta, ending in an exhilarating crescendo, presenting Alaripu set in Mishra Chapu of 7 beats, the composition of our great Guru, Shri Kalai Mamani T.S. Kadirvelu Pillai. Ladies and gentlemen, the Alaripu.
Tam Kitatakatai Tatai Kitatakatam Dittam 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 Tay tatai tam dittam tay tatai tam dittam tam dittam tay tatai 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 tam dittam kitatakatai tatai kitatakatam 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 Dittam Tay Tatai Tam 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 dittam kitatakatai tatai kitatakatam 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 dittam tay tatai tam 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 dittam tay tatai tari takina jam tatari takina jam takanaka jam tari tadingina tom takatadingina tom takatiku tadingina tom tam digu taka taka digu taka digu taka digu taka taka digu taka digu taka digu taka taka digu taka digu taka dalang utom taka tadingina tom tatai ya tay yum tat tat tam kita taka tam
According to Bharatamuni, who wrote the Natya Shastra, and other scholars, Natana or dance is of three types, which are the essential part of any Indian classical dance. Natya or drama, which also contains speech. Nritta or non-representational dance as it is called, without any story to be conveyed, and Nritya, which includes dance and Abhinaya. India is the only country to have 9 classical dance styles, which is Bharatanatyam, Mohiniyattam, Kathakali, Kuchipudi, Kathak, Odissi, Manipuri, Chau, and Satriya. All these dance styles come under the root of Natya Shastra, which is the earliest text available on dance and dramaturgy. Of all these, Bharatanatyam evolved in the southern state of Tamil Nadu, which has its mentioning in the epic Chilapadikaram, written during the 5th century, that is the Sangam period. Now we move on to the next performance, which is Jatiswaram, and Jatiswaram belongs to the Nritta category, which is the pure dance. It consists of Jati and Koravais, and the Pallavi, Anupallavi and Charanam of the song is set in Swara patterns to which dance movements are composed appropriately. It is a celebration of geometry, I would say. It is a pure dance piece, as I said, presenting Jatiswaram in Chakravakam Ragam and Rupakatalam. Please enjoy.
Sa sa ni da pa ma ga re sa da ni sa ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga re sa
dalang kutaka di kutaka ta dingina tom ta jam tari taka ta 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 dingina tom taka jam tari taka tei tei ta dingina tom ta jam tari taka ta taka jam tari taka tei ta jam tari taka jam tari ta jam tari ta dingina tom ta jam tari taka jam tari ta jam tari ta dingina tom ta jam tari taka jam tari ta jam tari ta dingina tom
We now move on to a very interesting composition, the Dashavatara. The Dashavatara is often also compared to theory of evolution, from the sea animal to the amphibian to half man and half animal to the full man or the Purnavataras. They are the Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Narasimha, Vamana, Parashurama, Rama, Balarama, Buddha and Kalaki. All avatars have appeared except one, Kalki, who will appear at the end of the Kali Yuga. The first one is Matsya Avatara, the fish Avatara. The Garuda Purana and the Narada Purana states that the demon Hayagriva, he is the son of Kashyapa and Diti, seized the Vedas from Brahma, and Brahma cried out to Lord Vishnu for help. Vishnu then takes the Matsya form and goes deep into the ocean where the demon has hidden the Vedas and kills him, retrieving the 4 Vedas. The second avatara is the Kurma avatara, or the tortoise. In the legend of the Samudra Manthana, the Devas and Asuras were churning the ocean of milk in order to obtain the Amrita, the nectar of immortality. They used the mountain Mantara as the churning shaft, which started to sink. Vishnu then took the form of a tortoise to bear the weight of the mountain to allow them to complete their task, and thus bringing about the nectar. The third avatara is the Varaha avatara or the wild boar. It is said that the gatekeepers of Vaikunta, the abode of Vishnu, Jaya and Vijaya, are cursed by the four Kumaras when they stop them from seeing Vishnu. They choose to be reborn 3 times as Asuras or adversaries of Vishnu. In their first birth, they are born as the brothers Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. Varaha appeared to defeat Hiranyaksha, who had abducted the earth and by extension the earth goddess, Bhumi, and carried it to the bottom of the cosmic ocean. The battle between Varaha and Hiranyaksha is believed to have lasted for 1,000 years, which the former finally won. Varaha then carried the earth out of the ocean between his tusks and restored it to its place in the universe. The fourth avatara is the Narasimha avatara, the half man and half lion. Hiranyakashipu persecuted everyone for their religious beliefs, including his own son Prahalada, who was a devotee of Vishnu. This did not go down well with his father, but the boy was protected by the gods and could not be killed, thus being saved by the several attempts of getting harmed. Vishnu then descended as an anthropomorphic incarnation with the body of a man and head and claws of a lion. He disemboweled Hiranyakashipu and brought an end to the persecution of human beings, including his devotee Prahalada. The fifth avatara is the Vamana avatara, the dwarf. During the yajna of King Bali, the king Vamana approached him, and King Bali with pride promised him for whatever he asked. To teach him a lesson, Vamana asked for just 3 paces of land. Bali agreed, and the dwarf then changed his size to that of the giant Trivikrama form. With his first stride, he covered the earth's realm. With the second, he covered the heavenly realm, thereby symbolically covering the abode of all living beings. He then asked Bali, "Where do I place the third step?" Bali realized that Vamana was none other than Vishnu himself. In deference, the king offered his head as a third place for Vamana to place, and thus ending his ego and ahankara. Parashurama is the 6th avatara or the warrior avatara. He is the son of Jamadagni and Renuka and was granted a boon, an axe, after a penance to Shiva. Once the king, Kartavirya Arjuna, and his hunting party halted at the ashrama of Jamadagni, the father of Parashurama. The sage was able to feed them all, the entire army, with the aid of the divine cow Kamadhenu. The king demanded the cow, but Jamadagni refused. Enraged, the king took it by force and destroyed the ashrama and left along with the cow. Parashurama then killed the king at his palace and destroyed his army. In revenge, the sons of Kartavirya killed Jamadagni. Parashurama took a vow to travel across the world 21 times and kill every Kshatriya king who had ahankara on him, and on earth he filled 5 lakes, it is said, with their blood. Parashurama is also credited with creating the coastal belt of Karnataka and Kerala by throwing his mighty axe. As per Hindu mythology, it is known as Parashurama Bhumi. The 7th avatara, or Rama, the king of Ayodhya, a very lovingly worshipped avatar in Hinduism, he is thought of as the ideal man and the embodiment of righteousness. His story is recounted in one of the most widely read scriptures of Hinduism, the Ramayana. While in exile from his own kingdom with his brother Lakshmana and Sita, his wife Sita gets abducted by the king of Lanka, Ravana. Rama then travels to Lanka, kills the Rakshasa and saves Sita Ma. Rama and Sita return home and were crowned king and queen. The day of the return of Prince Rama to the kingdom of Ayodhya, as we all know, is celebrated in the festival of Diwali all over India. The 8th avatara is Balarama, the elder brother of Krishna. He is regarded as an avatar of Shesha, the serpent of Mahavishnu. Balarama is the celebrated tiller, one of the embodiments of agriculture along with livestock with whom Krishna is associated with. The plough of Balarama is Balarama's weapon. In the Bhagavata Purana, he uses it to fight the Asuras, dig a way for Yamuna river to bring it closer to Vrindavana, and he also availed of it to drag the entire capital of Hastinapura into the Ganga river. The 9th avatara is Buddha, Gautama Buddha, is depicted in Hindu scriptures as a compassionate teacher who preached the path of ahimsa or non-violence. He stood against animal sacrifice and taught the 8-fold path of life. The last avatara, the 10th avatara, is Kalki, is described as the final incarnation of Vishnu, who appears at the end of Kali Yuga. He will be atop a white horse, and his sword will be drawn, blazing like a comet, it is said. He will appear when only chaos, evil, and persecution prevails. Dharma has vanished and will end the Kali Yuga to restart the Sati Yuga and another cycle of existence. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the Dashavataram in Ragamalike and Chatushra Ekatalam. Please sit back and enjoy the stories.
प्रलयपयोधि जले हे प्रलयपयोधि जले हे प्रलयपयोधि जले हे प्रलयपयोधि जले
दलं कुतकति कुतकत दिंगिण तोम झम त झम दित्तांगिड़ तक तरिकिड़ तक त दित्तांगिड़ तक तरिकिड़ तक झम त झम दित्तांगिड़ तक तरिकिड़ तक त दित्तांगिड़ तक तरिकिड़ तक झम त झम दित्तांगिड़ तक तरिकिड़ तक त दित्तांगिड़ तक तरिकिड़ तक झम त झम दित्तांगिड़ तक तरिकिड़ तक त दित्तांगिड़ तक तरिकिड़ तक त झम त झम किड़ तक त झम त झम किड़ तक त झम धिंग गिण तोम धिंग गिण तोम धिंग गिण तोम
प्रलयपयोधि जले घृतवानसि वेदो प्रलयपयोधि जले घृतवानसि वेदो विहितवहित्र चरित्रम् अभेदो विहितवहित्र चरित्रम् अभेदो केशवाधृत मीनशरीर केशवाधृत मीनशरीर जय जगदीश हरे हे मीनशरीर जय जगदीश हरे हे विपुलतरे तिष्ठति तव पृष्ठे क्षितिरे विपुलतरे तिष्ठति तव पृष्ठे शरीरा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश
दळं कुतक दिकुतक तदिंगिण तोम तत्तडी कुतक तक तडी कुतकता दिर्गिडतात दळं कुतक तक तडी कुतक तक तडी कुतकतै दिर्गिडतात दळं कुतक तत्तडी कुता दिं कुता तक तडी कुतै दिं कुतै तत्तडी कुतक तडी कुकुम तडी कुतकुम तडी कुतडी कुतक दिकुता दिंगिण तोम तक दिकु किडक दिर्गिडतोम तक दिकुता दिंगिण तोम तक दिकु किडक दिर्गिडतोम तक दिकुता दिंगिण तोम तक दिकु किडक दिर्गिडतोम
वसति दर्शन शिखरे धरणी तव लग्ना वसति दर्शन शिखरे धरणी तव लग्ना शशिनिकलंक कलेवनि मग्ना शशिनिकलंक कलेवनि मग्ना केशवाधृत सुकर रूपा केशवाधृत सुकर रूपा जय जगदीश हरे हे सुकर रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे ओम नमो नारायण ओम नमो नारायण ओम नमो नारायण तव कर कमलवरे नखमद्भुत शृङ्गो तव कर कमलवरे नखम अद्भुत शृङ्गो दलित हिरण्य कशिपु तनुभृङ्गो दलित हिरण्य कशिपु तनुभृङ्गो नरहरि केशवाधृत नरहरि रूपा केशवाधृत नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश
दळं कुतक दिकुतक तदिंगिण तोम दिर्गिडतात दळं कुता तत् दिर्गिडतात दळं कुता तद्दित् दिर्गिडतात दळं कुता तदिंगिण तोम तदिंगिण तोम तदिंगिण तोम दिर्गिडतात दळं कुता तत् दिर्गिडतात दळं कुता तद्दित् दिर्गिडतात दळं कुता तदिंगिण तोम ತದಿಂಗಿಣತುಂ ದಿರ್ಗಿಡ ದಳಂಕುತ ತದ್ದಿರ್ಗಿಡ ದಳಂಕುತ ತದ್ದಿರ್ಗಿಡ ದಳಂಕುತ ತದಿಂಗಿಣತುಂ ತದಿಂಗಿಣತುಂ ತದಿಂಗಿಣತುಂ.
ಚಲಯಸಿ ವಿಕ್ರಮಣೆ ಬಲಿಮದ್ಭುತ ವಾಮನ ಚಲಯಸಿ ವಿಕ್ರಮಣೆ ಬಲಿಮದ್ಭುತ ವಾಮನ ಪದನ ಖನೀರ ಜನಿತ ಜನ ಪಾವನ ಪದನ ಖನೀರ ಜನಿತ ಜನ ಪಾವನ ಕೇಶವಾಧೃತ ವಾಮನ ರೂಪ ಕೇಶವಾಧೃತ ವಾಮನ ರೂಪ ಜಯ ಜಗದೀಶ ಹರೇ ಹೇ ವಾಮನ ರೂಪ ಜಯ ಜಗದೀಶ ಹರೇ ಜಯ ಜಗದೀಶ ಹರೇ ಕ್ಷತ್ರಿಯ ರುಧಿರಮಯೇ ಜಗದಪಘಟ ಪಾಪೋ ಕ್ಷತ್ರಿಯ ರುಧಿರಮಯೇ ಜಗದಪಘಟ ಪಾಪೋ ಸ್ನಪಯಸಿ ಪಯಸಿ ಶಮಿತ ಭವತಾಪೋ ಸ್ನಪಯಸಿ ಪಯಸಿ ಶಮಿತ ಭವತಾಪೋ भृगुपति रूप केशवादृत भृगुपति रूप जय जगदीश हरे हे भृगुपति रूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश
दळंकुतक दिक्कुतक तदिंगिण तोम तद्दिद् दळंकुतोम तद्दिंगिण तोम तकदिद् दळंकुतोम तद्दिंगिण तोम तद्दिद् दळंकु तद्दरि तद्दण तज्जोणु तद्दिमि किडतक तरिगिड तोम तद्दरि तद्दण तज्जोणु तद्दिमि तक किडतक तरिगिड तोम तद्दरि तद्दण तज्जोणु तद्दिमि तक दिक्कु किडतक तरिगिड तोम
वितरसि दीक्षुरणे दिक्पति कमनीयो वितरसि दीक्षुरणे दिक्पति कमनीयो दिक्पति कमनीयो दिक्पति कमनीयो दिक्पति कमनीयो दिक्पति कमनीयो दशमुख मौलि बल्यो दशमुख मौलि बल्यो दशमुख मौलि बल्यो दशमुख मौलि बल्यो केशवाधृत राम शरीरा केशवाधृत राम शरीरा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे हे राम शरीरा जय जगदीश हरे वह शिव पुषि विशदे वसनो जलदाभो वह शिव पुषि विशदे वसनो जलदाभो हलहति भीति मिलित यमुनाभो हलहति भीति मिलित यमुनाभो केशवाधृत हलधर रूप केशवाधृत हलधर रूप जय जगदीश हरे हे हलधर रूप जय जगदीश हरे हे हलधर रूप जय जगदीश
दळं कुतक दिकुतक तदिंगिण तोम तणे कुत किण कुतक झम तरित धण धणत झोणु झोणुत धिमि धिमित किट तक दिकुत दिंगिण तोम तणे कुत किण कुतक झम तरित धण धणत झोणु झोणुत धिमि धिमित किट तक दिकुत दिंगिण तोम तदरित धणता तद्दित धिमि तक तदिंगिण तोम धित दिंगिण तोम तदरित धणता तद्दित धिमि तक तदिंगिण तोम धित दिंगिण तोम तदरित धणता तद्दित धिमि तक तदिंगिण तोम धित दिंगिण तोम
निन्दसि यज्ञविधे अहह श्रुति जातु निन्दसि यज्ञविधे अहह श्रुति जातु सदय हृदय दर्शित पशुघातुं सदय हृदय दर्शित पशुघातुं बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि सर्वं शरणं गच्छामि केशवाधृत बुद्ध शरीरा केशवाधृत बुद्ध शरीरा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे लेच निवह निधने कलयसि करवालो लेच निवह निधने कलयसि करवालो धूमकेतुमिव किमपि करालो धूमकेतुमिव किमपि करालम् किमपि करालो किमपि करालो केशवाधृत कल्कि शरीरा केशवाधृत कल्कि शरीरा जय जगदीश हरे हे कल्कि शरीरा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे श्री जयदेव कवे इदमुदितम् उदारम् शृणु सुखदं शुभदं भवसारं केशवाधृत दशविधरूप जय जगदीश हरे मूकर रूप नरहरि रूप वामन रूप भृगुपति रूप राम शरीर हलधर रूप बुद्ध शरीर कल्कि शरीर वेदानुद्धरते जगन्निवहते भूगोलम् उद्बिभ्रते दैत्यो धारयते बल्यो चलयते क्षत्रक्षयं कुर्वते पौलस्त्यं जयते हलं कलयते कारुण्यम् आतन्वते म्लेच्छान् मूर्छयते दशाकृति कृते श्रीकृष्णाय तुभ्यो नमः कृष्णाय तुभ्यो नमः कृष्णाय तुभ्यो नमः कृष्णाय तुभ्यो नमः
There will be a short interval of 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. We will recommence post the interval. Requesting Ramesh ji to please come backstage. Vrisha and Vrinda's father, Ramesh ji, please come backstage. Thank you for your patience, everyone. We will be commencing in a few minutes. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you. Nice raised claps there. Thank you so much. We now have the honor and pleasure of inviting our chief guest for today, Dr. Vishwanathan Iyer. May I request Ramesh ji to please call upon Shri Iyer on stage? Dr. Vishwanathan Iyer has been recently appointed as the new bicycle mayor of Mumbai by BYCS, a non-profit organization based in Amsterdam. He is a brain and spine surgeon by profession. He has been cycling since 2011 and uses his cycle to commute to his clinic and hospitals very often. Sir, please. He was a T-Ward bicycle counselor for Cycle Chala City Bacha. Kya baat hai? Ride a bicycle and save the city, and conducted many cycling promotion activities. He can speak multiple languages, and that helps him connect with many people. He dreams of the day when maximum Indians will cycle to work. Dr. Vishwanathan. We're indeed honored to have you on stage. So where's your cycle? Okay. May I please request Shri Kalishwaran and Janita ji to now hand over the certificate of the Arangetram to the young students. So, we will request you to wait back to felicitate the musicians. May I please call upon HEMA ji to receive the Arangetram certificate? May I call upon Vrisha to come and receive the certificate? And Vrinda also. Congratulations. Indeed, a well-deserved certificate there. We would like to now felicitate all our musicians today, without whom this dance performance is absolutely incomplete. We will request Vishwanathan ji to felicitate all our musicians. On the Natwangam today we had Guru Srimati Natanakalaa Pillai. Big round of applause with a powerful Natwangam. A very bubbly teacher, always enthusing with enthusiasm. On the vocal support, Kumari Kirtana Krishnamurthy, with a mellifluous voice, that velvety texture that she has. On the Mridangam, Sri Dakshinamurthy Pillai. He's on the other side. He's like the fastest fingers first. On the violin, Miss Mangala. Mangala ji. On the flute, Sri Nandakumar. Sri Nandakumar ji. On the Ghatam, Shri Parameshwaranji. Also, Guru Shri Kalishwaran Pillai. May we please call you upon on stage? Who's been guiding and molding all the 3 students here. Enhancing God's beauty today was Shri Muruganji. Is Shri Muruganji there? That's it. Backstage in costume we have Darshana Pawar and Rose De Mello. Their quiet presence and help is always such a boon. Thank you. On photography, we have Suresh Muralidharanji, Shri Suresh Muralidharan. Smile, please. Who's going to take his picture? Videography, Shri Sandeep Mankavle. He's right there. And on stage decoration, Shri Nitinji. Sandeep ji, aap aa rahe? Okay. Oh. And on stage decoration, Nitinji. Thank you.
We would also like to felicitate our Sarathi for today, who's taking us so beautifully through this beautiful morning, Reshma Shetty.
We request Vishwanathan ji to please speak a few words about the performance. Thank you.
I don't think I'm the right person to speak about the performance because I'm in no way qualified to do that. Reshma ji, I think you introduced me almost like a Bharat matrimony ka ad. But, you know, my wife Rupa is sitting in the audience and I think she's very happily married. So, so I'm not really qualified for any of that. Sometimes, you know, I really wonder why am I getting called to these occasions where I'm in no way either knowledgeable about the dance, nor the music form, nor anything like that. But I think my being a neurosurgeon, and more than that, my being a cyclist has helped me to gather more of my audiences and people to really care for the cause. So hearty congratulations to HEMA, Vrinda and Vrisha. So they say a family which prays together stays together. But after looking at them, HEMA, Ramesh, Vrisha and Vrinda, a family which cycles together, I think stays together. So really hats off to them. To start something late in life and then to really go towards Arangetram and to finish it, I think I really should admire HEMA. And the support of her family is also, I think, very important. So I think I'll use every stage I get to speak only about cycling. You know, it's one of the passions which is very, very close to my heart. And being the bicycle mayor, it gives me more responsibility to push cycling for commute. Yeah. So that's what we want. I mean, people like us who are doing 30, 40, 50 in the morning or going to long, long distances on Sunday, that is not really the motive. When almost maybe like 10, 15 of you all start going to the school, to the station, to the shops on cycle, that's when I feel that I've done my job well, you know. So we all, as children, the most happy time we had was on cycle. I'm talking about people who are like grey, a little bit like me. So we used to go to school. Many of us attended colleges on cycle. And cycling was not something very special or unusual. It was a normal thing. But now to cycle, you need to think a lot. Are we sending our children to school by cycle? No. I discussed with HEMA that day. She's an avid cyclist. But even she keeps on thinking, is it safe to send the children to school by cycle? Yeah. So if somebody wants to go to, like your child wants to go to SL World or Imagica, will you send him alone? No. But if 10 people are going with him, his friends, you will send him. So if people start cycling more and more, automatically the safety will have to come. People will start respecting the safety of the cyclist. If you see 15 children going to school by cycle, automatically the auto wala, the bus wala, the truck wala will be careful. So I think we have to start somehow. If every family, is depositing their child in the car to school, of course there will be a traffic jam. So it becomes our responsibility to give a good, future to our children, the next generation. And the next generation is very clear what they want. When I speak to my children, they don't want to buy a car. They're okay doing public transport, they're okay walking, they're okay cycling. But we have to give them the chance and the freedom to do it. So cycling is one kind of thing which will help you in everything. Environment, your own fitness, protection of the environment, pollution, carbon, everything. So I'm just requesting all of you all to think about it. Buy a simple cycle. You cycle for anything which is less than 3 kilometers. Like going and just buying. You go to the market to buy bread, and if you're going to take your auto or a car, it's really not sensible. So take the cycle and go to the market to buy simple things. Allow your children to go to school. Create a group, maybe like 5 children from the same building. One parent can accompany by cycle. So if things start like that, slowly the number of cyclists will increase, and that will increase the fitness. During the dance, whatever I could understand, Vrinda, her earring fell off. And she didn't really bother. She just continued very beautifully. So I think kids are the best people to influence. If you are able to put in good values in them at this stage, I think they will take the future forward. So just requesting all of you all, cycle chala, city bacha. Cycle chala, cycle chala. Yeah. And just that, before I finish my 2 minutes of whatever, for an Arangetram performance, what makes me very happy today is that my father would have been very happy to be here. I lost him some time back. So, he is the one who always interested in music and dance and everything. And if he comes to know that I'm here as a chief guest without any much qualification, I think that will make him very happy. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Vishwanathan, and I really hope your dream does come true and we all should cycle our way through life. Coming back to the power of our traditions, an art form that is centuries old has stood the test of time through tremendous social, political, economic changes. This art form finds its voice equally today, if you see, through a young dancer or through 2 young dancers and their mother. It not just becomes a meeting ground of 2 generations, but manifests itself as a living tradition capable of staying relevant to contemporary times, touching and transforming lives lived in different contexts and timelines, evoking rasa. What a beautiful tradition we have inherited and are living through it, and I'm so happy that it's being taken forward through Natanakalaa Academy also. We now move on to the next composition, a very powerful and a very beautiful composition. It's called Bho Shambho. It is a popular song based on the king of dance, Lord Nataraja. Lord Nataraja is the presiding deity of Bharatanatyam and the highest inspiration for all the artists. Vrinda and Vrisha will perform Bho Shambho, Shiva Shambho Swayambho, a composition of Sri Swami Dayanand Saraswati in Revati Ragam and Aditalam, presenting the Shiva Kirtanam Bho Shambho.
शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो 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 गङ्गाधर शङ्कर करुणाकरा मामव भवसागर तारक गङ्गाधर शङ्कर करुणाकरा मामव भवसागर तारक शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो निर्गुण परब्रह्म स्वरूपा गम गम भूता प्रपञ्च रहिता निर्गुण परब्रह्म स्वरूपा गम गम भूता प्रपञ्च रहिता निज गुण निखिल नितान्त अनन्ता निज गुण निखिल नितान्त अनन्ता आनन्द अतिशय अक्षय लिङ्गा आनन्द अतिशय अक्षय लिङ्गा शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो धिमित धिमित धिमि धिमि किट किट तुम तरि किट तुम धिमित धिमित धिमि धिमि किट तुम तरि किट तुम धिमित धिमित धिमि धिमि किट तुम तरि किट तुम धिमित धिमित धिमि धिमि किट तुम तरि किट तुम मतंग मुनिवर वंदित ईशा मतंग मुनिवर वंदित ईशा मतंग मुनिवर वंदित ईशा सर्वदिगंबर वेशित वेश नित्य निरंजन नित्य नटेशा नित्य निरंजन नित्य नटेशा ईशा सबेशा सर्वेशा शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो स्वयम्भो
move on to a very cute composition, a very cute conversation between little Krishna and Yashoda. Maadu mekum kanne. Yashoda says, "Oh, precious child, I say please do not go out now. Instead, I will give you your favorite snacks, boiled milk and some sugar crystals. And if that is not enough, I'll even give you a handful of butter." The bribery surely doesn't work. Krishna says, "I don't want boiled milk or some sugar crystals. What I want is to happily set out and graze the cows, and I will be back in just a second. Now I have to go. So please, do not say anything to prevent it, O mother of mine." Now she tries the scare tactics. Yashoda says, "There is always the scare of thieves and rogues on the banks of the river Yamuna. If these rogues beat you up, you will be very upset, my darling." Krishna says, "Oh mother, tell me, have you ever seen a rogue who will be tormented by another rogue? If the rogues do set upon me, I will cut them into pieces." Yashoda knows it is a losing battle. So she tries to steer him away from the Govardhana mountain. She says, "There are very fearsome animals on that Mount Govardhana. You will certainly be upset if you see the big and ferocious bears and tigers." Krishna replies, "All the animals in the forest are my friends. When they see me, they come running to greet me. However, if they gang up on me, I will hunt them and subdue them." Mahadu Mekum Kanne in Ragam Chenjarati and Adi Talam Tishranade. Please enjoy.
மாடு மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன். மாடு மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன். போக வேண்டும் தாயே தடை சொல்லாதே நீயே. போக வேண்டும் தாயே தடை சொல்லாதே நீயே. காய்ச்சின பால் தரேன், கல்கண்டு சீனி தரேன். காய்ச்சின பால் தரேன், கல்கண்டு சீனி தரேன். கை நிறைய வெண்ணெய் தரேன், கையிலே போக வேண்டாம். கை நிறைய வெண்ணெய் தரேன், வெயிலிலே போக வேண்டாம். மாடு மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன். காய்ச்சின பாலும் வேண்டாம், கல்கண்டு சீனி வேண்டாம். காய்ச்சின பாலும் வேண்டாம், கல்கண்டு சீனி வேண்டாம். உல்லாசமாய் மாடு மேய்த்து ஒரு நொடியில் திரும்பிடுவேன். உல்லாசமாய் மாடு மேய்த்து ஒரு நொடியில் திரும்பிடுவேன். போக வேண்டும் தாயே தடை சொல்லாதே நீயே. யமுனா நதி கரையில் எப்பொழுதும் கள்வர் பயம். யமுனா நதி கரையில் எப்பொழுதும் கள்வர் பயம். கள்வர் வந்து உன்னை அடித்தால் கலங்கிடுவான் கண்மணியே. கள்வர் வந்து உன்னை அடித்தால் கலங்கிடுவான் கண்மணியே. மாடு மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன். கள்ளனுக்கோர் கள்ளனுண்டோ கண்டதுண்டோ சொல்லும் அம்மா. கள்ளனுக்கோர் கள்ளனுண்டோ கண்டதுண்டோ சொல்லும் அம்மா. கள்வர் வந்து என்னை அடித்தால் கண்ட துண்டம் செய்திடுவேன். கள்வர் வந்து என்னை அடித்தால் கண்ட துண்டம் செய்திடுவேன். போக வேண்டும் தாயே கோவர்தனகிரியினிலே கோரமான மிருகங்கள் உண்டு. கோவர்தனகிரியினிலே கோரமான மிருகங்கள் உண்டு. கரடி புலியை கண்டால் கலங்கிடுவாய் கண்மணியே. கரடி புலியை கண்டால் கலங்கிடுவாய் கண்மணியே. மாடு மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன். காட்டு மிருகங்கள் எல்லாம் என்னை கண்டால் ஓடி வரும். காட்டு மிருகங்கள் எல்லாம் என்னை கண்டால் ஓடி வரும். கூட்டம் கூட்டமாக வந்தால் வேட்டையடி செய்திடுவேன். கூட்டம் கூட்டமாக வந்தால் வேட்டையடி செய்திடுவேன். போக வேண்டும் தாயே தடை சொல்லாத நீயே. பாசமுள்ள நந்தகோபர் பாலன் எங்கே என்று கேட்டால், பாசமுள்ள நந்தகோபர் பாலன் எங்கே என்று கேட்டால், என்ன பதில் சொல்வேனடா என்னுடைய கண்மணியே. என்ன பதில் சொல்வேனடா என்னுடைய கண்மணியே. மாடு மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன். பாலருடன் வீதியிலே பந்தாடுறான் என்று சொன்னேன். பாலருடன் வீதியிலே பந்தாடுறான் என்று சொல்லேன். தேடி என்னை வருகையிலே ஓடி வந்து நின்றிடுவேன். தேடி என்னை வருகையிலே ஓடி வந்து நின்றுடுவேன். போக வேண்டும் தாயே தடை சொல்லாதே நீயே. நான் ஒரு நொடியில் வந்திடுவேன். ஒரு நொடியில் வந்திடுவேன். ஒரு நொடியில் வந்திடுவேன். ஒரு நொடியில் வந்திடுவேன்.
Who can win an argument with Krishna? The next composition is Mayamuri. This is a Surdas bhajan. It's a very witty conversation again between little Krishna and his mother. So you have the Chotu Krishna coming in now. The mother asks, why you broke the butter pot? And the smart Krishna replies, how he is not responsible for this act. Let's check how Krishna smartly plays with the words Mayamuri main nahi. Yes, Makan Kaya. Sometimes I feel Johnny Johnny Yes Papa was from this. Krishna Krishna Makan Kaya. So presenting Mayamuri.
Krishna? Oh, Krishna!
मोरी मैं नहीं माखन खायो। भयो गैयन के पाछे मधुबन मोही पठायो भोर भयो गैयन के पाछे मधुबन मोही पठायो चार प्रहर बंसी बट बटख्यो चार प्रहर बंसी बट बटख्यो सांझ ढले घर आयो हो मैया मोरी मैं कब माखन खायो हो मैया मोरी मैं कब माखन खायो मैं बालक बहियन को छोटो छीको की विधि पायो मैं बालक बहियन को छोटो छीको की विधि पायो ग्वाल बाल सब ग्वाल बाल सब ग्वाल बाल सब बैर परे हैं ग्वाल बाल सब बैर परे हैं पर बस मुख लिपटायो हो मैया मोरी मैं नहीं माखन खायो तू जननी मन की अति भोली इनके कहे पति आयो तू जननी मन की अति भोली इनके कहे पति आयो जी तेरे कछु भेद उपजी है जिय तेरे कछु भेद उपजी है जानी परायो जायो हो मैया मोरी मैं नहीं माखन खायो हो मैया मोरी मैं नहीं माखन खायो ये ले अपनी लकोटी कंबलिया बहुत ही नाच नचायो ये ले अपनी लकोटी कंबलिया बहुत ही नाच नचायो सूरदास तब हंसी यशोदा सूरदास तब हंसी यशोदा हंसी यशोदा हंसी यशोदा हंसी यशोदा हंसी यशोदा ले उर कंठ लगायो हो मैया मोरी
ओ मैया मैंने ही माखन खायो
ओ मैंने ही माखन खायो ओ मैया मोरी मैंने ही माखन खायो
The Leelas of Krishna, ever enthralling, made our life so interesting and fun. Imagine having only a boring god doing no masti. The dancers will now conclude today's performance with the Tilana. The Tilana is a joyous fantasy of pure dance which is brisk and attractive. This particular Tilana presented today is a composition by the great Sri Balamudi Krishna. It is set in Kadanakutulam Ragam and Adi Talam of 8 Aksharas. Tilana will be followed by the Mangalam. As per the tradition, Mangalam provides an auspicious ending for a classical performance, of course, promising new beginnings. It will be followed by an expression of vote of thanks by the young dancers and the mother. Tillana.
Nadridridim tananatum tadaradani nadridritum nadridritum dritritillana nadridridim tananatum tadaradani nadridritum nadridritum dritritillana nadridridim tananatum tadaradani nadridritum nadridritum dritritillana nadridridim tananatum nadridritum dridritillana nadridridim tananatum nadridritum dridritillana nadridridim tananatum tadaradani nadridritum 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 nadridritum dridritillana nadridridim nadridridim tananatum tadaradani nadridritum nadridritum dridritillana nadridridim tananatum tadaradani nadridritum nadridritum dridritillana nadridridim tananatum tadaradani nadridritum nadridritum dridritillana nadridridim tananatum nadaradani nadridritum nadridritum dridritillana nadridridim tananatum nadaradani nadridritum nadridritum dridritillana nadridridim tananatum nadaradani nadridritum nadridritum dridritillana nadridridim tananatum tadaradani nadridritum nadridritum dridritillana nadridridim tananatum nadridridim tananatum tadaradani nadridritum nadridritum dridritillana nadridridim tananatum tadarada nadridritum nadridritum dridritillana nadridridim tananatum tadarada nadridritum nadridritum dridritillana nadridridim tananatum tadaradani nadridritum nadridritum dridritillana nadridridim jum madani takita jum gapasa takita jum madani takita jum gapasa takita jum madani takita jum gapasa tarikita tum sani dapa magari sanadra dridim tanana tum tadaradani nadra dritum nadra dritum dridritil nana nadra dridim tanana tum tadaradani nadra dritum nadra dritum dridritil nana nadra dridim tanana tum ವದನಮದೆ ವಿರಿಸನೆ ಅಧರಮದೆ ಮುರಿಸನೆ ವದನಮದೆ ವಿರಿಸನೆ ಅಧರಮದೆ ಮುರಿಸನೆ ಮಧುರಗಾನಂ ಇದೇ ಮುರಳಿ ಮನೋಹರುಡನೆ ಮದನ ಕದನ ಕುತೂಹಲುಡು ರಮ್ಮನೆ ಬಿರಾನ 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 ರವಿ ವದನ ಮದೆ ವಿರಿಸನೆ ಅದರ ಮದೆ ಮುರಿಸನೆ ವದ ಗಾನಂ ಇದೇ ನಾ ಮುರಳಿ ಮನೋಹರುಡನೆ ಮದನ ಕದನ ಕುತೂಹಲುಡು ರಮ್ಮನೆ ಬಿರಾನ 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 ರವಿ ತರಿಕಿಟ್ಟ ತುಂ ತರಿಗಿಡ ತುಂ ತಜಣುತಂ ತರಿಕಿಟ್ಟ ತುಂ ತರಿಗಿಡ ತುಂ ತಜಣುತಾಂ ತರಿಕಿಟ್ಟ ತುಂ ತರಿಗಿಡ ತುಂ ತಜಣುತಾಂ ತತ್ತರಿಗಿಡ ತಗ ತಗದಿತ್ತನಾಗು ತಗ ತರಿಗಿಡ ತಗ ತಗದಿತ್ತನಾಗು ತೋಂ ಧೃದಿ ತುಂ ಧೃತುಂ ತತ್ತರಿಗಿಡ ತಗ ತಗದಿತ್ತನಾಗು ತಗ ತರಿಗಿಡ ತಗ ತಗದಿತ್ತನಾಗು ತೋಂ ಧೃಧೃತುಂ ಧೃತುಂ ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧೃತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧೃತಿಲ್ಲಾ ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧೃತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧೃತಿಲ್ಲಾ ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧೃತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧೃತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಸಾರಿ ಮಗಾರಿ ಸರಿರಿ ಮದನಿ ಗ ಸನಿ ದಪ ಮಗ ಪಮಗರಿ ನದ್ರ ಧೃತಿಂ ತನ್ನನ ತೋಂ ತದರದನ್ ನಾದ್ರಧೃತುಂ ನಾದ್ರಧೃತುಂ ಧೃಧೃತಿಲ್ ನಾನ ನಾದ್ರಧೃತಿಂ ತನ್ನನ ತೋಂ ತದರದನಿ ನಾದ್ರಧೃತುಂ ನಾದ್ರಧೃತುಂ ಧೃಧೃತಿಲ್ ನಾನ ನಾದ್ರಧೃತಿಂ ತನ್ನನ ತೋಂ ತದರದನಿ ನಾದ್ರಧೃತುಂ ನಾದ್ರಧೃತುಂ ಧೃಧೃತಿಲ್ ನಾನ ನಾದ್ರಧೃತಿಂ ತನ್ನನ ತೋಂ ನಾದ್ರಧೃತಿಂ ತನ್ನನ ತೋಂ ನಾದ್ರಧೃತಿಂ ತನ್ನನ ನೋ ಪವಮಾನ ಸುದುಡು ಪಟ್ಟು ಪದಾರ ವಿಂದ ಮುನಕು ನೀರಾಮ ರೂಪ ಮುಲಕು ನಿತ್ಯ ಜಯ ಮಂಗಳಂ ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದ ನಾರದಾದಿ ಭಕ್ತೂಲು ಪೊಗಡು ಚೊಟ್ಟೆ ನೀರಾಮ ರೂಪ ಮುಲಕು ನಿತ್ಯ ಜಯ ಮಂಗಳಂ ರಾಜೀವ ನಯನ ತ್ಯಾಗರಾಜಾದಿ ವಿನುತಮಯೇನ ನೀನಾಮ 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 ರೂಪ ಮೂಲಭೂ ಜಯ ಮಂಗಳೋ
The joys of hard labor. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. With that, we come to the end of this morning's recital. Would you all like to say a few words? The love of the art form that takes you beyond gender, beyond age. Just connects with love, isn't it? Come.
Hello everyone, I am Vrinda Ramesh and I am studying in ninth grade. I hope you all enjoyed our performance. And on behalf of my mom and my little sister Vrisha, we would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to the divine for making all of this happen. We would like to offer like to offer our pranams to Lord Nataraja and our gurus, Kalishwaran sir, who laid the foundations, and Janita ma'am for taking us through the journey of dance up to Arangetram. We would also like to thank the orchestra team, Kirtana ma'am, who with her melodious voice took our dance to the next level, Dakshinamurthy sir, who with the rhythmic beats of the mridangam guided the movements of our feet, Miss Mangala, who played the violin so beautifully and added charisma to the show, Sri Nandkumar, who played the flute so beautifully, making the event more mesmerizing, Sri Parameshwaram, who was on the ghatam, adding a whole new beat to the dance. We would also like to thank the makeup artist, Sri Murugan, and hairstyle and backstage assistance provided by Janita ma'am and Darshina Didi and her team. A big thanks to Mr. Suresh Muralidharan for handling photography and Mr. Sandeep Mankavale for handling videography. Also, I would like to thank Mr. Nitin for stage decorations. Um, a big thanks to my mom and my dad, my mom who is here. And also a big thanks to Miss Reshma, who's our hostess, who guided us through the Harangetram, the full journey. I would also like to thank my sister, my grandmother, my grandfather who are present in the audience. Um, I would also like to thank my Nana, our Nana, who isn't with us physically, but he's always watching from up, showering his blessings on us. Last but definitely not the least, a huge thanks to the audience, all of you who are present here, who made this event a huge success. Thank you and have a great day ahead.
Thank you, everyone.
I think Vrinda has already covered everything. So I really want to thank everyone who was involved here, who motivated us. And first of all, I want to give my special thanks to Guru Kalishwaran Pillai sir, with whom I actually started learning. I was in double mind whether I should learn or not. I was overweight. I never learned Bharatanatyam during my childhood days, but it was always my childhood passion. But when I joined sir's class, he constantly used to motivate me. Madam, you can do it. In fact, he used to tweak certain steps for me because sometimes I was not able to bend. And also, he used to tweak steps and always used to give me alternatives and all. My special thanks to Janita madam, who is a very, very innovative person, I would say. Kalishwaran Pillai sir is a perfectionist. I have never seen such a perfectionism. Janita madam is very innovative and very bubbly kind of teacher. And I really enjoyed the Arangetram journey with her because she taught us all the pieces. Apart from that, entire orchestra team, we did 2 rounds of practice with them, and we all were very comfortable with them. The makeup artist, all the backstage warriors, I would say, everyone helped us in coming out this program very nicely. I want to give my special thanks to my husband. He has been a motivation throughout. I used to एक तरह से परेशान कर दिया था. Every time I used to learn a new step, I used to show him, and he was like, totally, yaar, kab tak? But I think he really supported a lot. My special thanks to my mother-in-law and my father-in-law. At this age of 88, he's there, and he has been watching this for last 2 hours. My gratitude to him. My mother-in-law, who has always been a pillar for me. She always supported me in whatever passion I have been taking. I have really a great family. My mother, my amma, who stays with me now, and nothing to say much. She has been always an inspiration for me throughout my life. And I really want to thank my appa, who is no more here, to watch this, but I'm sure he's watching this from the heaven. He was actually very keen in seeing us doing Arangetram, but today he's not there, but I'm sure he's there virtually with us. And last but not least, all of you, all my friends, relatives, audience, everyone I used to send reminder, आज Arangetram है, ये date में है, please आ जाना. And I think you all made it. And in fact, I would say that audience is something who have made this event a great one. Thanks everyone. Yeah, one special thanks in my entire fitness journey, Dr. Vishwanathan Iyer, who is our bicycle mayor, and I have been always motivated by him. And last but not the least, Darshan sir, who is my gym fitness trainer. He has contributed a lot in correcting my forms and all through the gym exercises and all. My special thanks to him as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks to Reshma, my special thanks, as she has driven the entire event very nicely, made it very happening one, and my special thanks to you.
Just a small request from Hema ji that Janita ji and Kalishwaran ji should felicitate Hema's father-in-law. You have been a wonderful audience, and thank you so much, because your presence matters. You know, when everything is online, you're making the effort to come and encourage with your claps, and your presence itself adds a lot to their journey. Shri T.R. Venkateswaran ji, seeking blessings, and thank you for gracing the occasion. It is indeed sheer luck and honor that we have our elders amongst us watching us, our growth and our journey. What a blessing. Thank you, everyone. Thank you once again for coming. And please keep coming back like this as wonderful Rasikas for all the other performances that we have. Encourage our culture and our heritage. Thank you very much. There's also lunch being served in the hall. Please partake of that. Thank you.